Hello and welcome to another poetry read by yours truly, the Shoebox Poet. We're over here doing our thing on a Friday night. And it's just so funny. It's just like every time, even though I have everything turned off, somebody, never mind. It's not somebody, it's just the alarm. So the first poem we're going to read is called Left to Say. There are so many things left to say, and time grows shorter in each passing day. All I can ask is what piece of myself do I have to give when I fail putting the words my heart yearns to tell you? What can I say? I can't promise to give you the world, but I'll give my life for you, just to hold your hand, steal a kiss, and see you smile, make you laugh, and even in the sad times, let me be the one to hold you. This was a point where a friend of mine was dealing with some issues, and I just wanted to try and be there, for them or for her, and just trying to be supportive of her in those ways or different things, and just sometimes things just don't work out. I mean, she got through the problem she was going through, but still, it's just you know. Mm. This next one's called a perfect circle or a perfect circle. Perfect circle. Under a perfect circle, turning end over end, rolling around in this endless, needless circle, dancing for some time, twisting and turning once more, flowing and going nowhere fast. Caught in this circle of endless time, lost in space, until I come full circle again. And this is basically, for me, looking at how there were times when there was a time where it seemed like I was repeating a process on things. And it just kept on happening over and over again. And I'm just sitting there just like, what the hell? I'm just, and then finding out that, okay, so this right here happened. I'm going to go do this and see if it makes a difference. And that seemed to break the momentum of things in that circle that kept on repeating the circle. This next one's called Mist. The misted dreams slowly begin to fade. It is a dawn of a new day. I can hear the birds sing a bittersweet song. I can remember the words that were said. They still linger in like the morning fog. I can't get you out of my head. I cannot remember how my life was before I met you. I have forgotten my way of life, and I've never existed until I found you. I wanted a chance of being your friend, and you tried so hard to keep us together. Like a fool, I gave you away without thinking. The mist hangs in my heart for you. It starts to cloud my mind. The mist shrouds your tears and hides my shame. And, this poem right here talks about how you go through situations where you know, you end up giving away somebody, or you just give away that situation, or something happens and you don't really think about it because as you don't need it, kind of thing. But then it turns out that, yeah, I should have held on to that relationship, or I should have held on to this, or I should have held on to that. Um, because you really didn't feel like you existed until that moment when somebody came into your life. And because you didn't know what either love or what the association for love was until that particular moment that person stepped in your life. This next one's called Human. I am human. I feel sadness and I can feel pain. I know the meaning of freedom, the joy, and the suffering of death. How I conquered my fears and left my troubles far behind. The difficulty of being human is just being that. I am human. And a lot of times we go, so when I wrote this poem, it says a lot of times, we as people go through different things, and just remembering that even though we or somebody else we know, they struggle through things and they have difficult times, they're still human, and how their reactions are to things in life and people and and all that. And everybody goes through things. So you got to remember that, hey, they're human. regardless of what they do or say, it's just how. But then there's some times when you're just like, okay, that person's just a jerk. So this next one's called Rain. I can hear the rain as it falls. It makes the sound of footsteps. Somehow the rain reminds me of you. When you walked out of my life, the sound of thunder drowns out the rain. My heart breaks once more. In memory of our love for you. Another night alone in the rain, searching for a shelter for my broken soul. You were my life and my breath. Losing you made this world all too real. And then maybe it was meant to be like this. Falling from grace and soaked to the bone, alone in the storm of your tears. And there's a lot of times when you have, in this situation here, um, when you sit and you're listening to the rain and you recall different things. It's depending on the mood and everything, you're being feeling melancholy about things. You listen to the raindrops and you can remember certain things that happened in a situation or a relationship or whatever. So this right here was basically what I was calling back, and I was kind of associating that with the rain because I mean you cry and you try to hide your tears and everything. Fallout. It was amazing how our world just ended. Seeing you with someone else. When I felt like I could move mountains for your love. You didn't agree with me. You felt that. You felt that we were better off being friends. Lost in a void, friendship I can handle. But I know he is going to hurt you. And I can't stand by just watching you die like you do. Once you break your heart. And a lot of times we end up getting in that friend zone with somebody and, you know, you you care a lot about that person. Or you have feelings for that person and they told you no. And you're like, all right, okay, I'm here in friend zone. But then you see somebody getting hurt. And a lot of times they turn to you about their pain and everything because they see you as a friend, and you have to bury your thoughts down deep to be able to be supportive of your friend. But it can be a frustrating situation, and it ends up tearing you up inside. And a lot of times it's just better just to walk away from that thing. And I've had a couple situations where with a few of my female friends or that I just had to walk away because I couldn't stand being in that situation, and because I cared too much for that person. So I just had to walk away. And I just like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. And it's not really a good idea to be able to pretend to be their friend, hoping and waiting for them to be hurt so they can fall into your arms and you can have that. But don't do that. That just makes you bad. Making things look bad on you, and also it hurts your friend because they trusted you. Something. Something means nothing to you when nothing means anything at all to you, and does something seem worthwhile, then maybe there's a chance for this to be our last dance together. Though I never really cared just how far we fell, how could this be true? I often dream of us lying together at night, lying together in the night. From the mist came a bitter twist of fate as we wondered over something that came from nothing. The beginning of the wonder that I knew was lost. In the arms of thinking of sorrows, you were so kind when I found nothing to say. And when something comes from nothing, I heard you cry, and I heard you say it was over. We never clicked when something wasn't right. Never did you really matter to me so much. Finding something other than lust scared me. Nothing was your dream. Something was a hope for the world. I never cried, something was wrong. Then nothing was too real for my dreams. A dreamer you called to me in the night. A dreamer you called to me at night. I gave you love for some reason. I gave you something to believe in, something I could give. When you gave me nothing to show for this. And, that basically, goes back off the other page. Like being in love with somebody and and you're just caught in that you're caught in that ever going cycle of, does this person love me? Do I love this person? Does that person, and you go back and forth and trying to find your way in and out of the water, so to speak. So, and you try to find yourself, and you're kind of hoping that at some point you can figure out whether or not it is worth it to be in this relationship with somebody, or find, if they really wanted that. But a lot of times when you're in that friend zone, it's very hard to get out of. And if a person doesn't really see you in that light, there really isn't much you can do about the situation, except just do your best to be their friend when you can, and if not, then you just have to just walk away. Um, but it is what it is. Um, but it's, it goes for both sides. So, just not a man, but also for a woman, because there are some women that would do certain things too. So it's just how it is. So check out my friends in the caption. Um, Go to the GoFundMe, because they really don't have much left to that they need for the Spine Bookshop, and to get a sign and get moved into their new place, which will be in a couple of days, or basically 5 or 6, 4 or 5 days, basically at this point. Um, Check out the Chronicles of a Bookshop podcast over on Spotify, and leave some reviews about that, to be able to help move up the bookshop and the readership, I guess, listening to ship or whatever. Check out my friends Aria and Alberta and their Reiki services. My friend Jenna Jinx and her portraits that she makes, and she does do commissions, so you can reach out to her on her Facebook page or Instagram, Facebook, or her website. My friend Solo Dolo Sports, my friend Dwight, he has gotten back into doing sports videos. So the link is in the caption of this video to be able to find his sports videos over on YouTube. So definitely go there and check them out. And definitely click on the link for my books. If you love this book here or any of my other ones, definitely go over there and definitely get a couple of other ones. Check out the Spine Bookshop. And I hope y'all have a good day, and I will see you later.